Now Reese Bowman with the disc. Matt Bennett playing that quick offense he loves to play. A rare flick hook from Bennett. And it is picked up downfield by DeLuna, I believe. Connor DeLuna. Wow. Looks like Fontaine again with the disc. And here's the big put from LA.
That was a beautiful throw.
An absolute peach.
What was that?
There.
That had to be 78 yards in the air.
It absolutely was. That was phenomenal. John Cecil, who's no slack in the backfield there.
26-yard line to the 6
to 5. So about 70 in the air right there.
Even though it got them a D the first time. So who knows what that's about, but we'll see.
And a deep put from LA. Able to run it down for the score. LA kind of a limited roster that they've brought on the road here, only 18 players. So you're going to see a lot of their all-stars kind of playing a lot of points repetitively. They'll switch back and forth between D a lot. So move it upfield here. And here comes another flick hook. This one caught as well. Great hook game from LA thus far. And that is Seamus Robinson. Jake Same swings it to Moore again. Looks like we have Paul Starkle back in the game after he got a little banged up there. Switek and Starkle. They love to do this kind of dink and dunk, Bjorn. And an easy find of Valsaraj in the end zone. That's the offense the Soul wants to see all night long. Number 29, Sam Cook, sending it himself actually there for the pull. Street picking up for the Soul.
3, 2.
And here's the put from Street. Is it going to get there? It sure is! It sure is! The Soul with the last second score at the end of the quarter ties it up 6-6. Jake Sames getting it back to Starkle there in the middle of the field. Starkle with a really nifty throw, almost a no-look.
And that was one of the best inside break backhands I've seen in years.
Watch this. Let's see this again on the screen. I mean, he really isn't looking at his receiver. He finds Sefton. Could have been. Now we've got Brandon Dial with the disc there, close to the goal line, just about 2 yards out. Finds the quick reset to Bennett. Bennett with a cheeky lefty scoober, and it is caught by Eric Brodbeck for the score.
Jackson Potts right there.
Jackson Potts, who's playing his first game for the Soul, unfortunately unable to get a hand on it. Just gets up line and is launched by the Aviators. Oh, and a great reel.
And the Aviators go back to their bread and butter.
Number 29, Sam Cook. I like that guy, Sam Cook.
But they look great deep when they can get somebody on an island.
They do. We haven't seen a lot of deep shots generally at all from the Soul. As I say that, one goes up. And look at that. It's Hayden Stone able to reel one in left-handed at a full stride in the back of the end zone. Great throw from Eric Brodbeck, and that guy's got a cannon of a flick.
Eric Brodbeck he's a Texas State player.
Padula and Cook working it in the backfield as they get it back to Mitchell Steiner as well. And Elliott Moore. Paul Starkle throws a scooper over to Sames.
Right now, I mean, if you're looking at it, I see no vertical movement.
There's not a lot happening downfield, but a big hammer to a wide open Hayden Stone across field. And Hayden keeps the hammer train rolling to Valsaraj, who reels it in for this score. Now we see LA fielding it, and of course Fontaine, who's been the real center linchpin handler for the team all night. Up to Koo.
Nice
McDougal
catch.
saves it with that layout.
He's a fantastic player. I think he's at least 30, and the fact that he's just out here just grinding for this team is amazing to me.
A franchise long player for LA and their MVP candidate last year. Oh, and they squeeze one through. Reese Bowman for the Soul almost gets the D, but it looks like that was number 24, Marcel Osborne, able to reel it in traffic. We saw the Aviators backed up there to the back of the end zone after a penalty. They still opt to throw the roller out and attempt the trap on the Soul. It looks like the Soul easily able to break it as they find Valsaraj with the big hammer. Elliot Moore now back to Valsaraj. Valsaraj kind of in trouble, but Evan Switek. Not a throw that you typically get off so easily against skilled defenders here. Brandon Dial slips a little for the Soul, and the throw goes up
a far one.
again.
Nice
Oh
catch.
my, and Marcel Osborne, a machine for the Aviators, able to lay out for it again. Easy point for the Aviators.
Marcel Osborne, 2 in a row.
Starkville finds Valsaraj right behind him.
Nobody's
Valsaraj
guarding
double
Sefton.
team.
I don't think anybody realizes it.
Hayden
He
Stone
still is unguarded.
put it upside down in a brilliant one-handed catch from Paul Starkville on the blade from Hayden Stone. Matt Bennett now on the logo here at Westlake High School, and an ill-advised Scuba over the top. Looks like
20 seconds.
McDougal breaks it up and gets the D, and he knows he's running out of time, so he's looking to put it. And gets slowed down, and there's the lofty backhand. John Cecil misses the disc, and LA comes down with it.
Come up with a disc.
Number 72, KJ Koo. You see Fontaine, of course, taking the disc in the middle for the Aviators. Oh, and there's a big cut downfield to a Brian Street kind of blowing his mark for the Soul, and it seems like he found Sam Cook. Sam's a good squeeze over to Stone. Oh, and Switek needs to attack that, and it is D'd, a huge D.
Looks like Hayden popped on real quick. Hayden Stone in for Street.
It almost looked like they rehearsed that.
That was a hockey sub.
Number 29, Sam Cook, putting it deep, a
Wow.
bullet, and Joey Wiley unable to keep
Perfect throw.
up. Absolutely beautiful throw.
We
to Sean
really
McDougal.
needed to see a bid from Wiley there, but as the fastest guy on Soul, if he couldn't do it, then man.
It's a testament to McDougal's speed. He's unassuming. He's a little bit older, like we've discussed.
Eric Broadbeck.
Broadbeck out there. Soul need a big D here. LA could win it all with 50 seconds left.
And there you go, no help again. As someone's isolated again with no help.
You got Marcel
And
Osborne
why wouldn't
on
you
the
just
disc,
do it?
and he's
Why
going to put
wouldn't
it
you
up
do it?
with 40 seconds left to go.
40 seconds left.
I believe Slayton with the disc, and we're under 20 seconds here left.
15 seconds.
Gets it off the line. Paul Starkville now with the disc, and he's got a wide open Slayton over there. Repositions and goes up line. Slayton opts for the hammer to a unguarded. Oh, tell me who that is, Bjorn. Number 24, Joe Sefton. You don't expect to find him in the end zone like that.
We have a play up with a dramatic. I decided to stay.
That looks like there was Jackson Potts in there, number 81.
If you overthrow Jackson Potts, you did something wrong because he's long and he's fast.
27, Colin Gall throws into the defender. Matt Bennett picking up, finds Switek upfield.
And the Soul scored.
And the Soul break for 2 in a row finds Brandon Dial, number 27. And Fontaine with the disc as usual here. Finds Marcel Osborne upfield also very, very normal. Mick Walter downfield finally gets the D on that deep shot from LA.
D by number 2.
Still with the Soul rather has run down the clock far enough
10
that
seconds to go.
big lofty backhand caught just shy of the goal line from LA.
They'll know.
There's the dump, but
And
that's the end of OT, and the score is not caught from LA. At the end of the game, after one overtime, the Soul able to score twice and beat the visiting LA Aviators 22-20, extending their record here this season to 2-0. Bjorn, what a great start for the Soul.